Remember, but the first thing that we started 2024 in was with a drought, and in our western parishes they had the worst drought on record. So a lot of the plans in the first half of the year last year was about how can we help our farmers get access to water, and no sooner had we finished treating with our farmers in relation to the drought and started to help them in that regard, then we had Hurricane Beryl. Now, Hurricane Beryl has been one of the most devastating hurricanes for our agricultural sector. Definitely in the last 2 decades, we've never seen anything like it. It affected our most productive areas, especially in St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, Manchester. We saw over $7 billion in damage to our agricultural sector, our agriculture and fisheries sector. A number of our farmers suffered complete losses. We lost about 236 greenhouse structures. A number of our small poultry farmers, our chicken farmers, they suffered a lot of loss. We lost about 300,000 birds that were killed in Hurricane Beryl. So, it's been a very, very challenging time. And we have focused a lot of the attention in 2024 on helping our farmers recover from Hurricane Beryl. And as such, we would have outlined a program of recovery, a program of support, about $1.4 billion that we've been spending that to help our farmers. So we did start distributing seeds. In fact, we started distributing seeds 2 weeks after Hurricane Beryl in Flagaman, in a little church in Roxfield, starting to help our farmers to get back on their feet, and we've continued that throughout. So we've distributed about 57,000 birds to help our poultry farmers get back on their feet, about 50,000 layer birds, those are pullets, to help our egg farmers get back on their feet, and we've spent over $100 million on seeds, fertilizer, things of that nature. And our latest thing has been to try and help our greenhouse farmers get back up and running, because they have suffered tremendous loss. So we've spent about $100 million on procuring material to help our greenhouse farmers get back up and to try and at least set back up one greenhouse structure. Unfortunately, a lot of the work that we did in terms of the rebuilding effort, Tropical Storm Raphael came, and a number of our farmers who replanted saw what they replanted being lost again, right? So, it was a very, very difficult year. We've had rains almost every day for November. We had rains going straight into December. So our farmers had to, the first quarter of this year. So we're going to be doing a big push to help our farmers replant this first quarter. We want to drive our production numbers. We started last year with growth. Unfortunately, because of Hurricane Beryl, we would have seen decline. We want to get back into growth. And clearly, I know that there are some questions about how I'm going to go through that, right? But that is very, very important. Just to say that we've also been helping our fishers, right? So a number of our fishers suffered damage. We've been doing vouchers to our fishers. We've distributed over 1,000 vouchers, about $25,000 per voucher to help our fishers by wire to get back out there. If you know our artisanal fishing sector, a lot of them would have suffered loss and to capture the data around fisheries. But we're also doing some very exciting things in fisheries that I want to tell you about that as we go on, in terms of when we look forward to this year, some of the new initiatives that we're doing in fisheries. Our mining sector also suffered some challenges because of the weather, but our mining sector did. We did see more coming in to the sector from the exportation of things like alumina. So we're looking forward to see continued mining growth. We're also seeing industrial minerals like limestone. We grow with Green Champions of Champions football competition. We had the finals at Newell on the 29th. Parity, big up Parity, who won the finals, beating Treasure Beach. Very close encounter, finished 1-1 at the end, and then went to penalties, and Parity won. This is the first time Parity is winning the competition, so big them up in a big way. We're going to be going now into our netball competition, so we're going to be going into a netball league. Please remember, we do have some programs now at heart where you actually get paid to go to school, right? Very, very important, right? So please sign up, take advantage of those programs. We're going to be having an assessment day and a job fair, so you can look out for that sometime in the first quarter, where people who are looking for jobs, they'll be able to come get interview on the spot. But outside of that, also, if you already do a skill, barber, you're a plumber, you already have that skill, right? We're going to say, come, you can get assessed and get certified on the spot. So you can look out for that. So that's it in relation to some of our focus regarding the youth. Royal sweet pepper seeds in Ocherios. Royal Empire, reach out to RADA, right? Reach out to your RADA officer. If you have a difficulty, well, hopefully by now everybody knows that's very, very important that you are licensed, right? We have to work as much as possible with licensed farmers. So please, if you're not licensed, go to RADA, get licensed, right? In Ocherios, we do have seeds now, right? Reach out to your RADA officer, reach out to the RADA office. If you're having a challenge, please let me know, send me a direct message, right? So let me know and we'll follow up on that. All right, will any of this is Jamrock as we speak. So you just type in Google Agro Invest, right, and Southern Plains Agriculture Development Program, and you can look for that, right? Very, very important, and you can apply for those lands. So yes, we are going to be doing more agro packs. All right, I see people talking about SLIPE. So let me tell you in terms of what we're doing for SLIPE and what we have done for SLIPE. So, you know, SLIPE Road is definitely in critical need. When I first became member of parliament and we did scoping in terms of what it will take for us to fix the road in SLIPE, it was over $200 million. Now, the reality is that SLIPE Road is designated as a parish council road. And before SPAC, we never had any parish council based project. In other words, as a member of parliament, you would only be able to do small projects on those parish council roads. Unfortunately, not much work has been done from a parish council perspective on SLIPE. So a lot of the burden has fallen on me to try and do that. Over the years, we've spent over $140 million on road projects in SLIPE, but remember, it's a $200 million project, right? So even if you spend $140 million, then $60 million is still left that has not been done. And the reality is that because of where SLIPE is in terms of the topography and the heavy water, some of those projects, even when they're done, for those projects that were done early, that was chip and spray, they haven't lasted. That's the reality, right? Building our goat sector. So as you may have heard, we would have worked with the Ministry of Finance to remove the duty to bring in live animals so that we can help our breeding stock. That has been going very, very well. We have over 1,200 animals that have come in, and that is helping us drive our growth production. In fact, if you were to ask me which one of the areas do I see tremendous potential in, which one of the areas do I see a lot of growth in, it's our goat sector. And we see a lot of young female farmers getting into our goat sector. We see a lot of young farmers getting into our goat industry. So we are pushing that. We are driving that. Pray that lastly continues to be a challenge, but I just spoke about some of the things that we're doing in relation to pray that lastly to treat with that. But we are seeing a lot of people getting involved in goat. If you are interested, please, we have a livestock officer, Maxine Brown at RADA. Contact, ask for her directly, right? That can help in a very big way. So for those who are interested, we do offer support for those who want to get involved in our goat sector. Again, reach out to RADA. Let me see which other questions. All right, BPO, Black River, Green Light, Urban Center. All right, good. Good question. And I had always said, that because I do see that there are a lot of questions coming in, and unfortunately, to keep up with the questions. But again, if you ask the question, initiative, there was a partnership between the person who was building the building and the person who wanted to use the building, right? Again, we've had some delays in that, but that is earmarked to complete this. Yeah, updates on ornamental fish production. Very good area to go in. In fact, we are spending about $16 million to develop an area that our ornamental fishers can use as a storage area to export. Big market there in terms of ornamental fishers. And at the end of the day, one of the challenges is that they never had the storage area that they could appropriately store to export their ornamental fish. So please contact the National Fisheries Authority. Very, very important for those who are interested in ornamental fish. Look at it, National Fisheries Authority. All right. Let's see. The council about doing some work on the Hilltop Road, the Fort Charles Road itself, that Fort Charles to Treasure Beach, some work